So we are, what is it, middle of July of this. This is not what you anticipated your end of, year one to year two to look like. But it seems like it's something that's going to be, one for the record books, one for you guys to remember and really have good experience from it. Is there one kind of takeaway from all of this that you're going to look back on and say, we're really glad that and I want both you guys to answer this, and maybe Tim, you answer it too, but that we look back and say, I'm glad I did that one thing during COVID.
I think it's kind of all of it, right? That we know, we've talked to people and they say, or we've talked to our graduate career advisor over at the business school, and she'll talk about how important it will be to make sure we have a good answer for how we spent the summer of 2020. Obviously, there's a ton going on. We have social injustice, we have severe economic downturns, we have people that are, upset, and just being able to know that, we took action and we were doing something and we were involved and we were engaged. What I've enjoyed most of this experience is the engagement and getting to know my community better, getting to see Williamsburg in a different light, and getting to actually personally connect with business owners going through these difficulties.
Yeah, I'd second all of that. I know, so the summer between first and second year for MBA students is usually vital to their education. So that internship can set you up with a job after. And so to kind of go off on your own and kind of shirk the traditional path of finding a Fortune 500 company to work for is really scary. And I know it took a lot of guidance from our career counselors to assure us that this was not even just on par, but so above the type of experience we could probably get at a corporation for the summer. And that, we may not have a big name on our resume because of this, but we have allowed students to tailor their education to what they want to do. Whenever a student comes to us and wants to work for us or work with us, we say, okay, well, what skills do you want to improve? Do you want to work on cash flow? Let's get you involved in cash flow. It's a time for them to actually think about the skills they want to get out of this and help them apply it. So, it's been a huge crash course in leadership for us, 100%. And it's been just this weird 3-month, almost safe environment to explore starting a business. So even though it's not a business, it's an organization that has a lot of intricacies, but is not a full business. We've been able to say, well, what does being an entrepreneur look like? How can we start something from nothing? And that's been so much better than what we could have been doing, I think.
So one of the things that you mentioned is that you're able to connect with the community. Does that mean when you graduate, you're going to stay in Williamsburg, or what are your plans once you graduate?
I know Vicki started looking for houses, hasn't she?
My partner did. Yeah. He's like, you seem to like it here. Let's look around. No, the job market, we don't know what the job market looks like in a couple of months. Quitting your job, going back to grad school, it's a risk, but usually in normal times, it's a calculated risk. I left my job in a very good economy, and I'm coming back in a very bad economy. So I am not turning down any opportunities. So wherever it may be.
I don't know. I think I came, like I mentioned, I'm from Virginia. I left Virginia for 10 years, and now I'm back in Virginia. And I wouldn't have come back if I wasn't interested in at least thoroughly exploring setting down some roots here. So I do like to travel. I like to have opportunities abroad, but I'm beginning to see, especially through what we have to do, the way we have to work virtually, that, where you work and where you live can be two different things too. But